Hello and a very warm welcome. Lewis Hamilton wins from 10th on the grid, and we have 3 rounds to go in this amazing title fight, and a big karma to Max. I am a huge fan of Max, but that was filth and over the limit. 100% didn't turn the steering wheel and forced Hamilton off, and that is a slice of karma for the Dutchman. 100% he didn't turn the steering wheel. Wait till we see the onboard of that. He did not turn the wheel. Just like Rosberg in Austria in 2016. He forced him off and he got away without a penalty, which is very interesting. Huge fan of Max, but I say it how I see it. That was shithousery. But in the end, Lewis won. And yeah, I mean, what a race, what a race. Finally, we got to see some action. Was pumped up for the race, and it's just fantastic. Kimi started from the pit lane, and Toto Wolff was so furious with Lewis's penalty, with Red Bull changing their wings. Mercedes feel like they're getting the penalties, and Red Bull are getting away scot-free. Back-to-back, poor starts by Bottas. He moved over at Mexico, and he basically allows both Red Bulls through again. Norris made a big error as he got a puncture cut across Carlos Sainz. Strolling Yuki, big contact, safety car for debris. 10-second penalty for Yuki. Then Mick Schumacher damaged his wing. Contact with the Alpha. Pit stops happen. Bottas managed to jump Perez as he got a free pit stop under the virtual safety car. And then it was Max v Lewis till the end, and Lewis was quite clearly the quickest driver. He made Max defend into turn 1. They go through the centre S. Lewis tried to go round the outside in turn 4. Max just doesn't turn the steering wheel. He doesn't turn the steering wheel. I'm a massive fan of Max, but today that is over the top. Max will not. I'm quite surprised he actually let Lewis pass, although he didn't really have a choice. Because I get the impression he's willing to have an accident rather than let Lewis pass. I mean, it was on the limit. We had Red Bull and Mercedes complaining to Massey. And then Max again got a black and white flag for weaving down the straight. So, on the limit, bit of shithousery by Max, I would say. His driving was... I'm glad there was no penalty though, because we want to see racing. It's hard racing, but a bit of shithousery, I would say. And this is why we love Formula 1. Emotions on the floor yesterday. Title gone. The title's not gone. We keep believing. Time and time again. He just surprises me. So many emotions. The title's over, and now it's back on. 14 points. 3 rounds to go. And yeah, Hamilton wins after Max forces him off. And a bit of karma, I would say. Race rating, 10 out of 10. Fastest laps, Sergio Perez. Star of the race, Hamilton. And yeah, let's get into the order. P1, Lewis Hamilton. What a weekend. From getting a penalty, 20th to 5th. Another penalty, 10th to race win. Forced off by Max. And a bit of karma as Lewis Hamilton wins. P2, Max. His driving today was on the limit, I would say. 100% he forced Lewis off deliberately. Didn't turn the steering wheel. And yeah, weaving down the straight. Still leads the championship, but I don't know. I think he was on the limit today. And we've seen it with Imola, Spain, and today again. P3, Valtteri Bottas on the podium, but not a great start. Managed to undercut Perez. Well, free pit stop really for him. P4, Perez, fastest lap, but not a great weekend for Perez. Ferraris, Leclerc 5th, Sainz 6th, 7th, Gasly, 8th, Esteban Ocon, 9th, Alonso, 10th, Lando Norris, good to get points. But Ferrari have gained massively again on McLaren, so it's a bad day for McLaren. And Norris, obviously a big mistake on the first lap. P11, Vettel, P12, Kimi, strong race from the pit lane. 13th Russell, poor weekend. 14th Giovinazzi. 15th Tsunoda, awful race. Big contact with Stroll, 10-second penalty. 16th Latifi. 17th Nikita Mazepin beats Mick Schumacher. 18th Mick, contact with the Alpha. Lance Stroll and Daniel Ricciardo retire. Lewis Hamilton, never say die attitude, still fighting with 3 rounds to go. We go on to Qatar in a week's time. Then we have a week off. Saudi and Abu Dhabi and the Mercedes donkey. It's still on. It's still on. You mark my words. I'll never stop believing. Till it's mathematically impossible. Wow. What emotions this weekend. From being so down with a penalty to 20th to 5th, another penalty, 10th to race win. And I think it makes it more sweeter because of Max's driving. It really does. I really do say that's a spot of karma. Now, as always, I call it how I see it. On the limit. Definitely on the limit. And I'm pretty sure when we see Max is on board, there's no way he turned the steering wheel. So yeah, there's no way. I'd be absolutely astounded if he turned left. He didn't turn left. He just opened the steering wheel to shove him off. But Hamilton has the last laugh. And hopefully come Abu Dhabi, we will still have the last laugh. But we saw a race today, and that's what we want to see. We don't want this championship decided on a steward's decision. The best man will win on track. I'm a huge fan of Max, always have been, predicted he'd be champion in 2016. But today, it's on the limit. But yeah, this is the F1 title, I suppose. But Lewis Hamilton, 10th to 1st. A podium was on the cards, but straight away he got a perfect start, straight up to P4. Bottas moves out the way, lets him through, straight past Perez with ease, and then gets past Max eventually. Come on, Lewis Hamilton. It's still on, this title. 3 rounds to go, 14 points in it. Who's going to win it? Lewis Hamilton. Wow. Incredible.